Stop telling people about your YouTube channel. If you're a beginner content creator, you do not want to tell people about your YouTube channel, especially in the beginning of your journey. If people don't really understand how to watch YouTube from a content creator standpoint, don't send those people your videos. So if your auntie Angela does not understand the algorithm, I'm going to suggest that you stop sending her all of your videos so she can tell all her friends that you're on YouTube, and they start watching your videos and then clicking off before the first 30 seconds and screwing up your analytics, sending YouTube the wrong signal, which could be that you're not a good content creator. I'm going to need for you to stop telling everybody that you're on YouTube. Hey, welcome friend, or welcome back. If you don't know who I am, I'm Reva from Reva Reveals. I'm the realist Reva. I'm a small content creator. I'm not a guru. I'm just on this YouTube journey just like you are. And I'm here to leave you all the breadcrumbs, honey, that I can so that your journey can be a little bit faster, a little bit quicker, and easier than mine was. Now that you know what we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be sharing with you all the problems and the reasons why you shouldn't be telling people that you're on YouTube. Before we get into it, I want you to stick around from a message from today's sponsor, Nexus Clips. If you're not repurposing your long form content into short form content, you are wasting time. You're leaving views on the table. I repurpose all of my long form content using a smart AI tool called Nexus Clips. Each time I make a long form video, Nexus Clips gives me 5 to 8 viral potential moments, and it transforms them into viral potential clips that will get me more views. I'm able to use the facial recognition tool. I'm able to add captions on the screen, and I'm able to save time in my workflow. If you're interested in using the smart AI tool that is saving me time, I'll be leaving you a 10% discount code for you to try Nexus Clips down in the description. One of the main reasons why you don't want to tell people that you are on YouTube, say you send your video, or you tell one of your girlfriend or your guy friends that you're on YouTube, and then maybe you send them the video. Let me explain one of the first problems. Is their feedback. Here's what your girlfriend or your guy friend, your bro, might tell you.
Yo, bro, that video was dope.
Or your girlfriends might be like, oh my God, you look so cute. Your earrings were fire, girl. And then you ask them some specific feedback from one of the points that you were given on your video. Say at about the 3-minute mark in your video. At least you knew it was a 3-minute mark. They didn't even watch the first 30 seconds of the video, yet alone minute timestamp 3. You already know right there that your average view duration, honey, is screwed, and your audience retention is gone down the drain. Gone Girl, like that movie Gone Girl.
Whatever they found, I think it's safe to assume that it's very bad.
I feel like I could disappear.
Because the average YouTube viewer, especially friends and family, they know nothing about the analytics. They know nothing about our algorithm, especially not YouTube algorithm, which is one of the most advanced algorithms out there. It's very complex, it's always changing, and it likes to keep us small and emerging content creators on our toes. So we don't need people coming to our videos who do not understand these metrics bouncing around on our videos, especially clicking and dipping out. So with that said, you need good feedback. So stop sending out the videos and stop telling people about it. Okay, so here's the second problem. When you start sending these videos out to your aunties, them, the ones that are over 50 or over 60 or whatever age that they are, say for example, your auntie is an over 55 or 60-year-old bingo player, and she likes to watch people play bingo on YouTube, or maybe the slots. Maybe let's just say that. She likes to watch gambling and slot videos on YouTube. Then you send your how to grow on YouTube video to your auntie that likes to play the slots, and she watches it. But then not only does she watch a little bit of your video, she sends it out to her other friends that likes to go to these casinos with her, and then they start watching your how to grow on YouTube and how to do SEO videos. And guess what? Because they're watching all these other videos about casinos, and then there's your video about how to grow on YouTube, how to do SEO, or whatever your niche is, guess what happens? It sends a false signal to the YouTube algorithm, and now YouTube thinks that that's your audience. That is your target avatar. And guess what that does? It messes up your click-through rate when they're not interested in any more of your specialized content about how to grow on YouTube or whatever niche you're operating in, because now all they've decided to watch again is how to win all the money at the casino. Now your channel and your videos are tanking. You're looking at your analytics and all the arrows are gray and going downward. And that is not the direction that you and us and we want to go on YouTube. So again, stop sending the videos and stop telling the wrong people that you're on YouTube. So the third reason why you don't want to tell people that you're on YouTube, it creates a lot of pressure for you. And then that pressure can cause you not to be your authentic self. You end up thinking about how people are perceiving you, because if you're like me, sometimes you can be hypercritical about how you appear, what you sound like, what you're talking about, and then that causes your light to be dimmed, or it causes you to become something that you're not. And YouTube and the audience loves authenticity. This platform wants you to show up as your authentic self. But when you get on YouTube and you start performing because of your coworkers and your aunties and them that's watching you, and you feel like I need to be professional, or I need to be glamorous. I used to have that syndrome myself, and perfectionism and being hypercritical and wanting yourself to be perceived by other people can cause you to fail on this platform. And people came here to see you, the real you, your most authentic self, given the value that they need in a way that they can receive. So stop trying to be somebody else and stop sending the videos to people who don't understand you and the value that you have to bring, yet alone how things work on YouTube. Oh my God, I hope there's no lizards out here, to be truthful. So point number 4, at least I think we're on point number 4. When you tell people that you're on YouTube and you start sending out your videos, it hinders your ability to be on monk mode. I really want to drive this point home. What is monk mode? Monk mode is like going ghost, putting your head down, doing the work that's required, trying to meet your goals and your intentions of why you're here on YouTube in the first place. If you're a small content creator or any creator for that purpose, or you're an entrepreneur and you want to start your business or grow your business, oh my God, the lighting just changed. Okay, here comes the sun. As I was saying, monk mode. You came on YouTube to succeed. You started your business to win and to grow and to scale. And when you start telling people about your visions, your goals, your dreams, your business, your YouTube channel, and you start making these bold declarations that I'm going to get over 500 subscribers in 3 days, I'm going to get monetized quicker than anybody else on YouTube, and all of a sudden none of those things actually happen, then you become embarrassed. And then you really do want to go ghost, as in disappear. And worse yet, you end up wanting to quit your entire journey. That's why it's important to keep your dreams, your visions, all the great and wonderful things that you want to do, even if it's about growing on YouTube or starting a channel. Keep those things hidden in your heart so that you can shine out in public. Just put your head down, do the work, be consistent, and let your work shine for you. Let's go a little bit deeper. All right, so on to point number whatever, because I can't remember what point we're on. I'm your auntie. I'm a Gen X content creator, and sometimes I forget the numbers or what points we're on, but I don't forget the message. And here's another problem when you start sending your videos out all over the place, like on WhatsApp or Facebook, or you're texting out your videos to your friend group of 200 people. Maybe 150 people watch your video. However, they only watch 20 seconds of your videos. And although you get 150 views, because they've only watched 30 seconds of your entire 8-minute video, this tanks your average view duration. And that tells YouTube that you don't have a good video, although it could be the best thing since sliced bread. And that can become detrimental to you, your channel, and your motivation to stay consistent on YouTube, just because the traffic is not the right traffic that's coming through on your YouTube highway. So those first 20, 30, 50, this lighting is crazy videos that you put up on YouTube, just let them be practice. Let me find some good lighting. Oh God, it's giving, honey, but it's not giving good YouTube video, but we're gonna go with it. So like I was saying, the first 20, 30, 50 videos, they're practice anyway. You don't have to start sending those videos out. Let them do what they're going to do with the audience that are already on YouTube so that you can get good feedback. It's only practice. On those same videos, you're practicing good titles, thumbnails, descriptions, SEO, camera presence, lighting, your audio. Let that be good practice for you, and not stress out and not mess up and send YouTube the wrong message so that you end up with the wrong feedback. You understand what I'm saying? If so, let's get to the next point. What number are we on? I don't know. This problem here is what I'm going to call the need for speed. What do I mean by that? A lot of times when we are new to YouTube, we end up coming on YouTube and thinking we're going to blow up in the first month, not understanding that YouTube is a journey. You have to be here for the long game, sort of like football. For me, football is a long game. That's 4 hours of a sport, besides golf. I'm a golfer, that you have to endure. YouTube is like that. YouTube is all about practicing, reps, sets, getting better with each and every video and with each and every upload. This is where we come to practice our content creation craft. It's not that we're trying to win a Formula One race, not at all. Sometimes it can feel like that we're riding on a scooter, not the electrical scooter. You're going forward one stride at a time. YouTube can feel like that. And I want you to embrace the journey because it's not a sprint. It's like a slow jog to the finish line. But guess what? If you keep going, you'll get there. And at the end, everyone gets a prize. Because guess what? You finish, you learn something, you endured, and you're going to have a great sense of accomplishment as you continue to grow and learn new things and connect with other content creators, which is what I had to learn, even though my journey was a little bit different because I ended up going viral early on in my YouTube career. And guess what? Even though my views might be low, honey, I'm never going to quit because if I quit, then I fail. And winners never quit. And I have a question. Are you a winner or are you a quitter? Talk to me down in the comments. I think you're a winner. And YouTube is a game of not being burnt out. So when you keep creating, I want you to keep building quietly so that your videos can speak loudly. If you want to build together with a community who actually cares, who actually understand what it means to support one another, and in a community where we're ever growing and ever learning, I want you to consider joining my school community and growing with us in the Revealer Academy. If you're interested in that, I'm going to leave you a link down below so that you can join our school community. If you like what I put down in this video, I want you to put your DNA on the like button. I'll see you the next time. There they are. Outside where I shot the last video. Oh my goodness. Creator life is ridiculous. Now we can keep batch recording. For all the people that are in England that like to watch me, I'm outside, I'm in the garden. That's not a garden, that's a backyard. And although when you say garden, it makes it seem more fanciful, more delightful, it's a backyard that sometimes I have to cut. You guys know I'm a little crazy, I'm a little funny, but today I'm going to be talking about if you're a beginner content. But before I do, I need to get a microphone. I don't know what I was saying because guess what? I didn't push record. Anyway, I'm outside today. I have the mic, and the reason why I have this mic is it's kind of windy out here, and I want to make sure that you hear me loud and clear. Maybe the how to grow on YouTube content is getting repetitive and redundant. The views are low, and you're tired of seeing me at my desk. So we're switching things up because I'm an artist, and I'm sensitive about my stuff, like Erykah Badu.